this time has been very challenging, and I know that our community has been living in fear and concerned for our loved ones, especially those who are most vulnerable. And I think we have to recognize that social media is an accelerator and a vehicle that at times spreads misinformation and disinformation. And so, my main message here is that we can't respond to the hate against us by expressing hate towards another group. And we have to be intentional about you know, the spreading of this type of misinformation. One thing we know about from our own data is there is no one profile, that we have a problem with um, bias within our own community about other communities, that there is racial resentment, and we are all vulnerable to that type of social conditioning. And so we have to work really hard to come together to really combat anti-Blackness or bias or targeting of any group. I mean, especially during this time when we are being targeted, we should be especially sensitive to that type of rhetoric. And by subscribing to that, by subscribing to this notion that one group is more prone to violence or criminality, really is a disservice to our collective effort to address uh, systemic racism. And so, what we would say, and what we really implore, is that we find commonality, because the fact of the matter is, hate hurts all of us, violence hurts all of us. And I think that we're only going to be able to come out of this by really pointing to the true enemy, which is hate, which is racial bias, and I think that that's really, when we talk about the work of Stop AAPI Hate, our focus is to dismantle systemic racism.